Hello everyone, welcome back to the more Kerbal Space Program. I've been having a bit of a bad day yesterday and today, so there we go. That explains the no from the depths video. I'm still going to be soldiering on to try and get at least Kerbal out. Kerbal generally takes a lot less time. Having said that, though, we're going to be going back to Minmus. I've already modified the Mun Explorer Mark V, which didn't have a heat shield, so hopefully we should be able to re-enter now. Because I am planning to send this module back after like 100 days or something. We do have plenty of drogue chutes, and I looked at it and I was like, you know, we've got drogue chutes. But where in bloody hell is the actual heat shield? So we've remembered to put that on, which is a good first start. You should have everything you need. Ground pylon. Oh, we need a structural pylon. Right about... No, not there. Structural pylon. I'm not sure if this can go in the thing. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. We can bring it. Excellent. So we'll just test that on Minmus. Why? Because contract gives us a couple of $100,000, which is pretty nice. Why is there a decoupler compared to this? You know what? It's gonna be fine. But there's one more little thing that I'd like to do, so we're gonna exit out of this. We're gonna go to the astronaut complex. We're gonna hire ourselves a hopefully courageous scientist that's not too stupid. And we'll get lab and max rapidity, but nearly max storage. There we go. We now have 2 scientists that we're going to send. And we're gonna send all the Kerbals that we have, and they'll stay at. They'll gather some like stuff, some science, and then we'll send them into a high orbit around Kerbin so that they have less time in the dark and more during the day. We might want to consider bringing some solar panels for the job. I know we've got the large ones now. Just not entirely sure where they are right now. There they are. Instead of getting 4 of those, we shall get 4 of these Gigantors. There we go, that should help with the power issues that may or may not occur. Right, in the lights category, we're also gonna try and get these solar panels to toggle. There we go. And now take a look at the crew. Bob, you don't get to ride shotgun. That's gonna be Thomblong. And you guys get shoved in the science can. Save it, launch it. I'm gonna be cutting out most of the launch probably. Because, well, we've all seen this a couple of times before now, haven't we? 0 data in the lab. If any of this can be like researched or anything, that'd be nice. We are wobbling quite a bit on the path. Oh, there you go, we have some data. Doesn't really matter that much, but eh. Right, let's go and do the launch. Right, I'll see you guys at Minmus. Alright, just checking in now. We have a maneuver set in 27 minutes. We actually launched at a pretty good moment in time to do a Minmus meetup. And I just wanted to show off that all the science we got, like during takeoff, etc. I milked the upper atmosphere, I milked the lower atmosphere, got some things from space. We're up to 250 data, getting us 3.4 science per day already. We're only getting started. This mission is going to be what takes us over the brink and allows us to science all the things, basically. So, I'll check back when we're actually at Minmus, or at least approaching Minmus. Bye. Alright, we're now coming in at breakneck speed. well, let's say breakneck speed. We've got 59 science already. We're getting we were getting 5.2, but then we started going through some data, and it's like, oh no, we're now using like 5.1. However, will we fix this? It's quite simple, actually. Yes, we're now adjusting to phase retrograde automatically. This is why I love having pilots. We're now up to 5.9 amounts of science. We're gonna use these experiments again. We can clean them out, which is just absolutely wonderful. 31 data, 78 data. Clean out the experiments. We're actually nearly full on data already. We'll be getting a rate of 10 science per day. This is just more data. Excellent. Thumblong, you can do an EVA. High over Minmus. Which we can then process for 25 more data. Oh god, we're getting 8 science per day. This is beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. We have plenty of fuel. This is only Minmus after all. So we're just gonna be sitting here getting science, basically. We could do a flyby of the moon on our way back if we want to. That'd be quite funny, to be honest. That way we would get extra science from our science mission. Well, we're gonna leave this in a high orbit over Kerbin for a long while, but you know, what's the harm in trying to get some extra science out of this? There we go, down to 29 kilometers. We'll just keep facing retrograde because why not? It doesn't really hurt us in any way. I hope that we're now still in high over Minmus. That's fine. We'll get there eventually. And then we'll probably just touch down wherever we can. Oh look, there's a previous landing site. I mean, it doesn't really matter where we land. We might have the science already, but that doesn't matter. We're sending this here for data, for the lab. Should be chewing through a lot of science. And a lot of data. Which again, wouldn't be a bad thing. We can get more. Start doing our burn to sort of like bring down our apoapsis. There we go. We'll just try and land somewhere in the daylight, I suppose. That's all we need. If we just get any exposure to the sun, we'll refill our batteries instantly because this ship is just good like that. Does what it needs to do and more. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is re-entry, but we'll face that hurdle when we get there. Alright, well there we go. We are now crashing into Minmus. Not a bad idea to do a quick save. There we go. Below 40,000? Is that gonna be like... Nope, still high over Minmus. We'll check every 5,000 meters, I suppose. Near Minmus, there we go. 25 more data. Oh wow. 200 data, wow. 300 data. Yeah, we're full. We're filled to burst here. Even better, EVA reports. Review stored data. Can't analyze as we're full. Yep. We're at that stage, we're full. We're gonna have to start piling everything into the capsule and save it. Bill. Go collect some science for me, Bill. Remove data. Remove data. Close the thing. Smack our ship up. There we go. We'll log this data as well, bring it home. It's 48 science on recovery. 32 on recovery. Take the data. take the data, bring it home. We already have a copy sitting in our lab, so that's fine. Just make sure that we keep pointing retrograde. You know, we'll peek out occasionally. Yep, Minmus slopes. There we go. Just so much data that we can stick in there. Love it. Yeah, we're going to be coming down quite shortly. Actually, I think we can store a backup. Minmus lowlands. So if we go and then not smack the solar panels that hard, that would be bad. We can store it in there. Oh god. Camera changes, camera changes. There we go, we're safe. Yeah, it turns out that was sort of horrific. Could have been possibly traumatic for our Kerbals. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start burning here. This is a good landing place, I suppose. Fixes the camera, that's for sure. Start like extending the legs. They should be fine. Hopefully. There we go, we kill our horizontal velocity like that. And now we just fall down. We'll retract the panels momentarily. Just to make sure that we don't, like, smack them upon landing or anything like that. You know, safety. Safety first. Just keeping an eye on fuel here. We're not doing too well, but then again, Minmus, it barely takes anything to get out of orbit here. So we should be good. And then we'll just land these guys here. We'll probably send them back somewhere next episode, but mainly we're going to be spending a lot of time here. Just fast forwarding and then doing science. We'll transmit it home and then we'll take a look at more things that we can research and plan a thing for next episode to do. There we go, below 5 meters per second. We started burning a little late. We can't warp faster, which is very annoying. I do like the look of Minmus though. It's a nice planet to go to. We might actually set a base up here at some point if I feel like it. We're gonna have trouble getting rovers here, but I know one or two that might work. Here we go, speed is low. Almost there, 2 meters per second. The legs aren't looking like they should, but I know that they're okay. And touchdown. Just please don't topple over. Thank you! Lights. So nice. Yeah, there we go. We have landed on Minmus. We can clean the experiments. We have some data here. 44 data. Wow. Keep it for now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna send Bill out. We're gonna take surface sample. EVA report. We've already collected these, so we're gonna store them in the lab. And then the lab can process them when they feel like it. Just being safe here, store experiments. We didn't have this one yet, so that's good. Well, I mean, we didn't have it in the lab yet. Please don't fly too far away. There we go. We did already take surface sample, etc., which is nice, so get you to climb up there. We'll get the new guys out in between like camera moments and they'll plant flags, etc. Actually, we have a mission to plant a flag, so let's quickly get Libby. You're facing the wrong way. It's fine, it's fine. We'll fix this. Or you can bump your head. Good job, Levy. You get to plant a flag. And then we'll call it like Minmus Science, yay! The lab will love this. There we go. Now please don't bump the solar panel like you were about to, thank you. And then get back in. You have science to do. Yes. Already got 64 science. This is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, we're not in a spot where we get unlimited stuff. We'd get 160 grand though. We'll wait for morning and then we'll start doing our funds science. Actually, we're getting electric charge still from somewhere. Apparently these guys still have direct sunlight from somewhere. So, we picked the best spot to land in. Wow. We're gonna get permanent science here. 6 per day. Wait, okay, time to do the science. Get Bill, he's a qualified engineer with a tool in his hand. Equip it, there we go. Inventory. And then H to attach. Excellent. Now we'll get him to climb back in. Board. And then decouple. Is that not what we're supposed to do? Please don't explode. It didn't explode! Yay! Okay, let me quickly check goals here. Structural pylon. We tested it. Didn't we? Bill, go fetch. Bloody hell, Bill. This is all your fault. Right, here we go. It's still floating away from us, but we should be able to catch it quite easily. I mean, Minmus, you know, EVA packs are useful like this. I hope it fits in his inventory. Alright, here you are. Just touch down gently. Can we attach it to us? No. Can we grab it and then carry it somehow, please? This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Yep, we're gonna take a while. I'll be right back, folks. Alright, I'm not even joking, that took me like 10 bloody minutes to accomplish. But I've got the sucker back on the craft. We should be able to fire it again, hopefully. And just grab back on, and there we go. Should be able to climb back in easily enough. Now I have quick saved, I will do it again just in case. Although I actually don't think we can fire it again, so... Thank you, that was a waste. Or... Nope, there we go. Structural pylon has been tested. That's $250,000 for just dragging that piece of junk along. Alright, Bill, clean it up. Is there anything else we need to test? There might have been at some point. Ruggedized vehicle, that's fine. Science data from the surface of Minmus, from space around Minmus, plant flag on Minmus. Yeah, no, I think we're about done here. It's just gonna be like a while to get all the science, so we'll stay parked here for a while, that's fine. Also, the flag's totally gonna get blasted by the engine. Okay, we're gonna get, give me an EVA report from the slopes, why not? We'll transmit one of them. There we go. Equip your tool, buddy. We're gonna be detaching and grabbing. So we're gonna attach it up there, and we're gonna just drag it back, and we're gonna store it in there, hopefully. Inventory, detach and grab, and there we go. Everything cleaned up like it should be. I didn't even make a mess of Minmus for once. That's great. Oh yeah, I mean if we can just board and leave. EVA report from space just above. Material study in space. Temperature scan in space. So where is it then? Oh, we'll transmit from just above the slopes, I guess. Keep the rest. Bill, EVA. Store that, and then surface sample, store that as well. There we go, now we have an EVA that we can transmit. Surface sample of slopes, 260, dear lord. And then we're going to transmit you. That should be all the science done. Except for, you know, the lab, which is just awesome. Money and money, hello. Very nice of you. We're up to 80 science. I'm loving it. We'll transmit at 80 science, and then I'll end the episode, and we'll do some fast forwarding off camera where we do the sciencey do's. Because seriously, we're sitting on 10 science per day here. Once we bring these scientists back, like the new guy, he's not going to be the new guy anymore. He's going to be an awesome scientist in his own right. Which means we'll be able to get even more science from future labs sent out, although we won't really need it at that point. It's cool to have anyway. And as the upload finishes, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please do leave a like down below. It really does help out the channel a lot. Leave a comment if you have anything to say, and until next time, have a good one, folks.